What's up, guys? Mr. Bass here. Today we're going to talk just a few minutes about frog fishing, give you the basics on how to throw a hollow body soft plastic bait such as a frog, a mouse, duck, stuff like that. Primarily when you want to throw it is in the summertime and around lily pads. So we brought you out here today to the honey hole. I'm sure you've seen it in a couple other videos, but this place is covered in dollar lily pads is what they're called. They're real thick. It's kind of hard to get fish out of these, but they love coming up and eating a frog in this kind of cover. So the stuff we're using, the gear we're using today, this is a 13 fishing rod. It's a heavy rod with a moderate action, and this allows me to hop the frog a little bit better, and it gives me some time and gives the fish some time to eat the bait fully without me snatching it out of their mouth. We're fishing 50-pound braid. This is Fitzgerald Versa braid, and we're throwing a Spro Dean Roas frog. But basically what we're doing is just hitting the pads here and just throw it out. And the way I work it is I hop the bait with my rod tip up at 12 o'clock. And what that does is that keeps the bait from getting in the slop, and it automatically conditions me that if I get a bite with that frog, that I have to reel down to the frog and then set the hook. So that's going to help you not lose a lot of fish and quit pulling the frog out of their mouth. A lot of people, they like to swim the frog, and you know, there's some days where that's what they want, but usually I start out with hopping the frog because it's a little more natural. You want to target open pockets. That's usually where your blow-ups are going to happen, around the corners of open pockets. Now the reason you want to use a heavy power rod is this kind of slop right here, you're going to need a rod with some tough backbone to pull them out of there. Otherwise you're going to end up pulling the boat to them, tearing a hole in their mouth, and then losing the fish. So another tactic I'll use frog fishing is I have two heavy rods rigged up, two different style frogs. One will have a non-popping style, and the other will have a popping style, either popping perch or savage gear, popping frog, something like that. And I'll alternate. If I don't get a bite on the first frog after about 15 or 20 minutes, I'll switch to the popping style, and vice versa. And whichever one I get bit is the one I'm going to throw for a little bit. Sometimes you can hit the edge of this stuff here. See if they'll bite it right there. Play with your retrieves as well. Sometimes if you stop it, they'll come crush it. They can't stand it sitting there. You know, if you get a bunch of, if you throw a bunch of casts where you don't get bit moving it all the time, then stop it and see what happens. You got to let the fish tell you what they want.